pop out. Chat, am I silent? Hi!
Well,
Sorry, guys, I'm putting my phone on silent. What's up?
Did you have a favorite one, like a favorite Christmas one out of like any Rangers thing?
Favorite?
Because I don't really. That's my tough thing. I don't know if I really have one.
I don't know.
See, throughout the episode as we talk, I want you to think about that in the background.
The Christmas specials, I haven't really...
Because they're hard to like. They are hard to like. I'm being honest. They are. Because any Christmas special, for any show.
Anybody remember the Alpha Christmas special?
Oh, God. Come on, man. Oh, God. Hey, what do you want me to do? Yeah, no, that's
What's up, guys? Welcome to Ranger Wrap Up here on That Hashtag Show. I'm Darrel, and I'm joined here by Daniel. What's up? So today, Ninja Steel went back up, and so we had a new episode. So we're gonna be talking about Ninja Steel today. But yes,
I mean a Christmas special after we already finished our season. Like, hey, we had our season finale, and guess what? There's a Christmas special.
Can you believe though it's already December?
It's so fast. This year has gone so quick.
It's
which
ridiculous.
In some ways, thank God it's happened. So I'm fine. It's fine. But I am glad that they actually shot a Christmas special that was in continuity.
Yes.
And when they first started off, like previously, I was like, we're getting a previously on? Like, wait a minute. So this was not like how you usually do Christmas specials where you just shoot a clip show and you're like, it doesn't matter when. Exactly. No one will care. Everything's fine. No, they literally referenced things that happened in this season. And it was like, wait, what? What?
It's great.
Oh, man.
We'll jump into the detail with that in a sec.
Yes.
So we have a bunch of people in chat right now. We have MJ Sped, Robert Lura, Ronald Singleton, Kat, Alan Calvillo, Lucius Crucian, Edward Sanchez Productions, Kakoli, Robin. Hey guys, what's up? How are you guys? Hey. Lucius. Oh, actually, are you going to continue with the question from the Sentai episode?
Yes. Yes, we are.
So do you want to hit that before or after we do our Ranger wrap up?
Shoot, I don't know, because it's a really good discussion. It should be before.
I think we should wait.
We'll wait.
Let's wait, because honestly, as good as this episode is, it's only one episode. We don't have a whole lot to talk about.
Exactly. We won't, so we'll have to be able to flesh out this episode that we have.
Yes. So we'll hit, like, we were talking about this after the stream ended. We were talking about this for a good 5 minutes. But we were like, oh, we'll wait for the stream to start up, because we actually really liked that question by, what was his name? Ishua Fairley. Yeah, we really liked your question, so we're going to touch upon that in a little bit. As far
be a good talking point.
As far as where we would like to see, or planning out what would be movies and what won't, you know?
Yeah, in the
grand scheme of Rangers,
in the Rangers cinematic universe.
Yes. Okay, so.
All right,
jumping into this,
RCU?
For everyone watching right now, what was your favorite Christmas special? Was this your favorite Christmas special, or was it something else, like the Super Megaforce one when Megaforce when Robo Knight gets shipped to Africa? Was it Megaforce? I don't remember.
Was it? I think it was.
Because he was mistaken for a toy?
Yeah.
Or,
oh, God.
Honestly, to be honest, I don't remember a lot of these Christmas specials.
Well, that's how they're made.
I believe the samurai one was they were just chilling in their Megazord and it lost power or something like that. And Super Super Samurai, and they couldn't get out of the Megazord.
Yeah, so it was like, hey, you remember when blah blah blah? Yeah, I think that was it. Oh man, jeez.
I don't know.
I do remember that. Well, okay, still. You guys take your time trying to figure out exactly what you thought were the best. Do we have any Ranger news? Because if not, I know we still have stuff to talk about.
Well, the Hyperforce Rangers got their Megazord. That episode is up on YouTube. I haven't watched it yet, so please don't spoil it.
Yeah, no spoilers.
But we will probably be talking about that episode next week.
Yes.
Right, JD?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so, actually.
Yes, he said maybe, so most likely yes.
We'll be talking about that next week.
I don't mean, there isn't a whole lot of news. Peter is always on Hyper RPG challenging people to Legacy Wars, so if you want to fight him, I believe that happens every Friday. Is there any Ranger news?
Well, no, but Morphicon, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, Morphicon is same as always. Again, guys, if you have any... promposals, as I'm calling it, that you would like to shoot. We have one from Jalen. Derek Kirby. I'm getting all your names confused. Sorry, guys. We have mine, and I know that there are a couple coming. I've talked to some people, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to have a video soon. So hopefully we'll have more of those.
I've got one coming up.
Who'd you ask?
I can't tell you. Man. It's got a whole thing. You know, they don't even know. So I just kind of... You'll see.
Oh, they don't even know.
They don't. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I hope it's a yes. Please, dear God. I can't take the rejection right in front of people. It's going to be harsh.
I wonder if there's going to be a Hyperforce Christmas special.
Oh.
I should ask Peter.
Oh, my God.
Definitely ask Peter. Yeah, so... I mean, if we come up with Ranger news somewhere in the middle of the stream, we'll definitely share it.
Definitely, but I mean, you guys don't forget. I mean, Orphicon is coming. It's going to be coming up. Well, not really, but it's coming up. Make sure you guys start saving up. Get ready for your tickets. I think
we have to go through.
When do they go on sale? I think is it.
Well, they're on sale now.
Yeah, they're on now, right?
Yeah.
So if you haven't, please. Make sure you do. It's going to be huge. I know Joe revealed a lot of stuff last week.
Make sure you have a place to stay first.
Yes,
especially if you're coming out of state.
Oh, geez. Please, you have a place to stay.
I don't want to go around the convention center oh man, I'm getting something to eat at 12 o'clock at night, and I just see you guys sleeping outside. Guys.
Yeah, no, can't do this.
I mean,
can't turn my hotel room into
the dedication.
I can't turn my hotel room into a haven. I'm not doing it this year. I'm not.
What happened last year?
There were people that unfortunately didn't have places, and that's why I was like, oh, all right, man, yeah, you can just stay in my room. All right, man, yeah, you can stay in my... All right, you can... No, not happening this year. I'm sorry. It's not. I say that now. Watch. I say that now.
We have to go through our usual motions. So for everybody here, I know a lot of you guys are in that group already, but we have a group on Facebook called THS Hashtaggers. It's basically our chat room just as a group. And so for everything else that happens after we end, you can climb into there. What?
Yeah.
All the words I could have chosen.
Well, no, you could climb in there. It's kind of like, it's our cockpit.
It's a little tree house.
It's like the cockpit for our Megazord. You climb in.
Whatever this is. Yeah, definitely jump into this group and just, talk about stuff. We're always sharing articles from that hashtag show, our website, and we're just talking about geeky stuff all the time, and it's great. Please definitely check that out. THS Hashtaggers. We also have a TeePublic store, which... No, we're not wearing any shirts from it. Not today. But if you like nerdy Power Ranger, even shirts, that is definitely the place.
I'm just saying, maybe a little bit after Darrel really goes on with selling these, maybe you want to bring them onto the site. Who knows?
We'll see what happens. I will definitely try my best because this came up a lot better than I thought it would.
It's great.
I thought it was going to come out really crappy, honestly. I was like, I don't want to wear this anymore. But I like this. I like this a lot.
I mean, nothing expresses your inner geek more than what you're wearing on the outside. So go ahead and get a shirt. That does do that. That's the great thing about it.
Jamail, I hope I'm saying your name right. I tend to get into fun arguments with Jezzer. I don't know if I would call them fun.
I don't know if they're fun. I don't know.
But yes, Jezzer will argue.
Yeah, he's
right, Jezzer?
Is he there?
I wanted to see if he would just
if he just walks in,
up the door.
Walks into the studio. What do you say, Jezzer? No, he's not gonna. He's not gonna show up. It would have been great, guys, because he's in the conference room right next door to the studio. And if we just start yelling his name, he'll just show up, and then we'll just put him on camera for no reason.
If you say his name 3 times in a mirror, he'll jump out.
He will.
But be careful, he'll be naked when it happens.
It's an awkward thing. It's not. And when he yells, "It's Mormon time," and you're like, "Whoa,
it's Mormon time!"
Yeah, and you're like, "Put on some clothes." No. But there you go. Once again, we talked about that. Oh, yes, that's right. There, you'll notice in the chat room, there's a little S over there. That S stands for support. So every time when you use that option, because you'll see the chat goes pretty fast. Exactly. Chat goes pretty fast. And as it goes pretty fast, we can't catch up to everything. Just as quick as I'm speaking, that's how fast the chat is going, even a whole lot faster. I can't even do the micro machine thing. So anyway, with that being the case, you go ahead and click on that support button. You type in your message. And when you do, it will be highlighted. And it's highlighted because you chose to support. And we'll make sure to talk about your comment.
Yes.
So that's a great thing about it. And every dime that goes into that support goes back into that hashtag show.
And it goes back to you.
Exactly. Because we work to make sure we give you the best content ever. And that's why you're here. With that being the case, let's get into this. I just want to say, Morphicon, we are going to have one of the dopest booths there. Joe already talked about it, so I can talk about it again.
Yeah.
We're actually going to have the freaking original OG Megazord cockpit.
Made by the official creator. His name escapes me.
Yeah, I forgot
if
his
you
name
go
right
back
now.
into one of our past streams, if you want to scrub through that, his name is there. But yes, the original maker of the Megazord cockpit is going to be building a cockpit for us at Morphicon.
Yeah,
and it's
so
gonna be
you'll
awesome.
be able to sit there, take pictures. We'll have interviews going there.
We're gonna have a
It's
professional
gonna be-
photographer, even if you want. Yeah.
So it's going to be big. It's going to be big. And that's going to be happening there. Of course, like we said, we already know about the Angel Grove prom. So make sure you guys are ready for that.
All your favorite Ranger people are going to be there.
Yes.
Not only just Rangers, we're going to be there. Geeks of Beast LA are going to be there.
That's right.
One of my buddies, CV Illustrations, is going to be there. Everyone is going to be there. And it's just this, cosplayers even. Like, you guys like cosplayers. It's just everyone from the Ranger community. This is just such a nice gathering, and you can see all of them here if you go to Power Morphicon. So, hopefully we see you guys there. Quick, jumping back into the episode.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, early.
Early Christmas.
Yes. So, this episode was nice. I really appreciated it until the end.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So, quick summary.
Well, Cataclock died. So
Cataclock died.
So
this is his
cousin.
Cousin? Was it
Yes.
cousin?
This is cousin Cleocatra.
Cleocatra. I have to
I
give
would
it
have
to
called
the
it Casiocatra because it looks like a watch, you know, like in a
I like that.
Casiocatra. But Cleocatra, I get it. Cleopatra.
I would have. Got to give it to the writers. That was really creative.
Yeah.
I would have appreciated if maybe the suit was a little bit different. And actually, we noticed that.
Immediately.
The toy
Red
is supposed
versus
to be orange, and then in some of the footage in this episode, he's orange, but then he's red.
Well, it's because Cataclock was orange. Cleocatra is red. That's why. So it was just red, orange. Same exact suit, but we'll just change the color up a little bit, and now it's somebody different.
Huh.
That's how they did it.
Huh.
That's all.
I mean,
That's all.
and
It
so
was boy, oh boy. But yeah.
they're all celebrating Christmas at school, and I think that's honestly kind of sad.
You pointed that out. And
I didn't realize this until the end. They're all sitting at school during Christmas, giving each other gifts. Are you allowed to just do that? I
don't know what
in
school
Summer
opens,
Cove.
I don't know what school opens up and says, "Hey, you lonely kids, come on down.
Come on back to
Christmas
school and
here."
celebrate Christmas by
I don't know.
yourselves.
Lately,
with no
with everything going on,
teachers.
no one wants anyone anywhere they shouldn't be because we don't know what may happen. You know,
And
we
that's
have
the
to take
thing.
care of you guys.
They don't
With insurance.
They don't even have Mick, who's technically a teacher, which would have made this even more acceptable if Mick was like, "Oh yeah, here, let me just open up the doors for you guys." No, he's gone now because this episode is canon.
Well, yeah, exactly. So that means Mick has already left.
Yeah.
He's gone. That's what we did the previously on, and it showed us everything that was happening prior. So we start off with them not having their powers, and we know that they don't because they make sure to mention it at least more than 3 times.
Yes.
So it was interesting because I was like, automatically, wow, a Christmas story in canon.
Yeah.
I'm in for this.
Yeah.
I'm in for this.
This looks nice.
But the only thing I was worried about was, oh God, it's a clip show.
It's a clip show.
I'm
That's
not
what we
a
were
clip show
worried
guy.
about. But thankfully enough, it wasn't a complete clip show. So Cataclock comes in and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna like ruin your day and stuff because I can," and freezes everyone. And Sarah has to get back all the ninja stars. So Sarah, the whole point of the episode is Sarah jumping back in time with Cleocatra's time thing with Santa, who just coincidentally just happens to be there.
But we find out after.
We find out after that was her Christmas gift because they didn't give her a Christmas gift.
Which was so great. Aww.
Yeah. I'll touch upon that in a little bit. I'm not
all right.
completely happy with it, but I am happy with it.
I was happy with it.
Yeah.
I was happy with it because, you know, the whole gift of giving, and they gave a gift that was really
They did.
dope. So.
So the whole point of this, going back in time, we're getting the ninja stars, and that was honestly the funniest part of this episode, watching her go back in time and
interact with so many people.
And some of them just simply taking the ninja stars.
Oh my God, the blue one. That's what
All right, let's talk about this. All right.
Do you want to go in order?
Let's talk about Sarah. So Sarah shows up and she's like, "Hey, I'm you from the future because I have a diary. Can I have your ninja star?" Cool. Here you go.
Well, you got a diary. Okay, here you go. I'll bring it right back. Okay. So she takes it. Then I thought she moves on, and did she go for Red next? Or was it... No, Red was the last one.
Red was last. She goes for Levi next.
Yes.
Levi.
Okay. All right.
Shows up before he ever even knows who the Rangers are.
Oh,
let
man.
alone knows what his star is called.
No. Yeah, exactly. If there are others...
And just, hey, can I have it? And so he completely trusts this girl he's never met before. Mm-hmm. Granted, it's like, hey, you have one of these. Can you give it to me? And so he goes back in the suitcase.
Genius callback, though.
Yes.
Once again, the suitcase. They remembered. Okay, and this is bravo to you guys
this is one of
for
those...
doing some good stuff when it comes to the time travel and remembering stuff that was happening. It would have been better if
they reshot everything. But, oh yeah, we were talking about this while we were watching the episode. It would have been better, and this... I'm not faulting them for this by any means.
Because they did do reshoots, so that was dope.
But this would have made it even better if throughout the season we see 2 Sarahs or something like that. Like, Sarah will run off, and then we see another Sarah just like, wait,
weren't you just here?
What?
She's like, yeah, don't worry about it. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Or that Hermione thing that happened on Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah, that's
where
right.
She just kind of pops up, and you're just like, huh. But you just keep letting it go. That would have been cool.
What movie was that? Was that Prisoner of Azkaban?
I think it was where she the twist of the
with
thing.
the time turner.
It was Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, where you see Hermione and stuff. I think that would have been awesome. Or even like little callbacks like Levi remembering who Sarah is. Like, hey, I feel like we're gonna get along.
That would have just been cool. It would have been like just add a little bit.
You're the Pink Ranger, right?
Right? Yeah, like just add a little bit on. It would have been cool. It would have been cool, and it would have worked out great all the way to this because you guys had a Christmas special that you're gonna put in canon anyway.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of knew something about it. It would have been dope.
That would have been such a nice little touch.
But still, this one was good, once again, like we said. So now she's gone, and she has Levi's. Like I said, I love the fact that they remembered it was in the suitcase, and he didn't just happen to have it in his back pocket. And they brought the guy back, his assistant, just to shoot that part, too. So that was good. That was great. Then from Levi, we went to... Who did we go to?
We went to Calvin and Haley.
Oh, yeah,
who were sitting in the tree.
In the
My favorite episode.
The ribbon tree, right? Oh, gosh.
I didn't like that episode.
Okay, he hated this episode so much.
But this made me laugh because I think it was just like, can I just have your ninja stars?
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, sure, here.
Yeah, yes. It was. Yeah, there was nothing about
that
it.
That was so funny. I wish they would have like Sarah leaves, Sarah comes back. It's like, what are you guys doing? Hey, you were just. Did you know you come from the future?
Right. Yeah. Something. It would have been like. She's like, what?
No, nothing.
Never mind.
All right.
Yeah.
Something simple, like such a little thing, and I feel like that would have been such a nice touch. But I'm not faulting them but it would have been so good.
Yes.
And then we have Preston goes back in time and just.
Was the food fight? Was that?
This was during the food fight, and not even asking, Preston just picks up the Power Star
out of his bag.
And
Congratulations,
leaves.
You just stole it. That's literally what she did. She became a master thief, reached into the bag and was like, all right, bye, bloop, and just disappears. And I don't remember, when did they run into the monster on that episode? Because you don't want it to happen where time's still going congruently with you, and all of a sudden he's like, all right, everybody, no! And he dies right there or something.
That happens sort of when we get Brody's Star. So Brody's Star... this happens during the very last episode, and many of you remember, the stakes were very high. They had lost all of their ninja stars, and the only one that they had was the red one. And, I'm realizing an inconsistency as I'm talking about this. Sarah wrote this in her diary. She wasn't there. She didn't know where Brody was. Unless Brody, told her word for word what happened immediately after. She didn't know where Brody was. I'm just realizing this.
Let's assume.
He anyway,
did, they probably wanted to know everything that happened after. They're
yeah.
Like, so what? Tell us the story. And he's like, all right. So there I was, me and Mick. You know.
You know? Oh yeah. Yeah, we were. Me and Mick. We were on an adventure, trying to get back the ninja stars. Ninja.
Yeah, there you go. Ninja. Ninja stars. Yeah, there you go. Right. Perfect Aussie. Perfect.
I'm sorry, guys. If I offended anyone, I apologize.
I think they loved it. In fact, what's happening right now in the chat?
They're just talking about how the episode and just
enjoying.
Yeah.
All right. So then, let's assume he told her where him and Mick were and blah blah yada yada.
Okay.
So she happens to write
up.
it, even though it's a huge plot hole. And they didn't do it. So go ahead from there.
This is the biggest problem I have. One of the biggest problems I have this episode. They're in the middle of trying to get back everyone, plus the Ninja Stars. And Sarah goes back in time and just like, hey, I realize what's happening, but can I just have your Ninja Star? It'll be quick, I promise. What happens is something happened. Like, what happens if she took, like, the Ninja Star and she left, and then all of a sudden Galvanax, decides to change his streak for some reason, and she's like, let's just attack him right now, and goes for it. He has no way to defend himself.
He's like, oh, what? No, oh, God. And that's it.
And that was it.
And that's it. He's dead.
Sarah returns to the future. He's like, where's Brody? Oh, he died. Awkward.
How'd that happen? Yeah, Galvanax chose to send people down to attack him, and he didn't have his star. And that's it. It's just like, oh,
That's one of the biggest issues I had, because it was like, all right, I understand, and that because she was in the finale and because the stakes were high, it made the exchange mean a little bit more. But you left him literally defenseless.
But
you left him in a situation worse than what you're in now.
See, but this is time travel. She can come back to literally the second she walked away from him.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, she can literally go, and then she's there, and she's like, all right, here it goes. And he's like, wow, that was fast. Yeah, I know. See ya. And then she disappeared. That's so wibbly wobbly timey-wimey. It happened.
Yeah, but
it happened.
It happened. One of the things that we were also talking about, and if they did it this way, we wouldn't have an episode. When she took Sarah's star, she reminisces that the rest of the Rangers came in almost immediately after she had left. Why didn't she just wait there and just be like, hey, guys, I'm from the future. Can I just borrow all of your Ninja Stars really quick?
That's it. That's all. But if we did that...
We wouldn't have an episode. We wouldn't have a clip show episode. Exactly. A clip show episode.
And once again, as I said before, bravo. Thank you for having us interact with the clips and doing reshoots. Because if you didn't, I would have been very
This
upset.
is a perfect one. And I didn't see the Halloween special, but JD kind of filled me in.
Yeah.
Apparently, these Halloween, these holiday specials are just on point. They're not just clip shows.
We're getting tired of just the monotonous clip show. So give me a clip show that actually does something that's in canon, really makes a change for me. Mm-hmm. It's something like, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm actually watching and I'm enjoying something, and you're giving me a little bit more for a story. Yeah. And the clip shows usually happen, well, at least for Rangers, during a hiatus, where it's like, oh, okay, nothing's happening right now. We've already shot this a long time ago. But we'll shoot it and find out, when are we going to air it? Oh, okay, here? All right, so let's rewrite some things, and now it's going to be in canon, and you get an additional story.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Dope. It's like, I think that would have been that was great. But it makes me wonder when they shot these.
I don't know.
Did they film everything and they were like, let's use this one for the Christmas special that's coming later. Oh yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah, let's do that. Little things would have made this episode even better than it was.
I think when we get Peter back on, I do want to ask him though.
Yeah, I definitely.
When did you guys shoot the Christmas special? I just really want to know, because if he tells me we shot it after, I'm like, that's still dope. If he says, we shot it before, whoa, yeah. They were ready. It's either way it goes, I'm happy.
If they shot it immediately after they filmed the shot, that would kind of tick me off a little.
Because there are parts where you're
because then it's just okay, so you knew this was coming. Why didn't you kind of write this in? Very, very slightly write this in.
Once again, like we talked about on our earlier stream, it was just just give me some throwaway lines, and there won't be throwaway lines. They won't be throwaway because they're important and they'll help. So
that's what I mean.
Do that for me.
I think it would have been nice to have even the rest of the Rangers. When she comes back from the past after returning the stars, Brody immediately asks, "How did it go?" You should know how it goes. She went back in time to return your star. You should be like, "Oh, I'm glad you went back in time to do that."
Yeah, it would have been a cool best line to say it, or best line to use would have been I'm loving seeing this work out. Like it's like because you're there in bits and pieces.
Yeah, see, like know? Things like that. Like you all saw her before, but you've never said anything.
No.
And I feel like that should have been a in little
something
things.
To
like
remember.
They knew what was going to happen, but they didn't know when. And I feel like that should have been like little write-ins. But again, not faulting them completely.
But I will not fault us for getting
a super chat. Derek Kirby, what's up? I thought they were going to pull a season 2 finale Dino Charge for this sorry, I'm a professional voice actor, guys. From this last episode of season 1. Hashtag thank God it didn't happen.
Yes, I agree with you.
So when this episode first started with us, we were like, wait, is this the actual finale?
Yeah.
Is this like, are they going to get back the Ninja Stars and this is how they're going to set up Super Ninja Steel?
Oh my God, we had a whole idea. And so just, I'm gonna tell them. So where we thought it may go was, okay, hey, I'm going to travel back in time and I'm going to go ahead and collect all the stars. So this way, we'll have the stars ready for Super Ninja Steel that's going to be coming up. And we'll have the answer as to how they did it. So now a Christmas episode, which usually is just a throwaway episode, means so much more.
Additionally, it's canon.
Exactly.
And so just making it, I would have loved it to be like...
It would have been out of the box, and it would have been perfect.
Yeah, because it's not just like, oh, it's a Christmas song, I can just skip over it. No, it's actually like part of the thing. You need to watch this in order to understand Super Ninja Steel. It would have been great.
So it becomes a backdoor pilot introduction and
a holiday
double
special
finale
in one.
Yeah.
And we thought that would be great. It ultimately didn't happen, but I hope there's some minor setup in this episode. Maybe. We'll see.
There is. But then we also realized, well, then if they did that, then that would kind of screw up the timeline because you left them defenseless earlier than they were supposed to be defenseless.
And if you keep the Ninja Stars, you wouldn't be able to give them back because you don't have any more Ninja Steel. Speaking of not having more Ninja Steel, jumping into the last part of this episode, so they all morph. They're released from Time's thing, and they go into battle. This is where I started to realize I had a problem.
Here it comes.
They got the time thingy, and for whatever reason, there's a Gigantify button on this thing. No idea why, but there is. Even before that, Brody goes...
she's a cat.
Yeah.
That's why.
Brody goes lion mode. Lion super mode... house mode. He's literally wearing a house, guys. If you didn't know that,
he's wearing a house.
Super house mode.
But hey, congrats. It's enjoyable. But yes, and then he grows.
He grows
in house mode,
and then he has Redbot assist him in battle and everything.
Now, before you say it, I want to say, man, how excited was everyone, right? To see, he got to grow, and he was like, "Oh man, I'm like a super mega ranger," and it was pretty cool. And then here comes not Redbot, but what is
Red
it?
Zord?
Red Zord comes through and starts handling things. It was like, oh my God, this is dope. But then, while we were so excited about it, we realized one thing:
they don't have those stars. That's a huge continuity. The whole idea of this episode was to go back in time and grab the primary stars. They don't have the additional stars because they're all separate from each other. Just because you have the primary star doesn't mean you have the rest. That was the whole point of the season. You had to build them.
Yeah. And they didn't have the House Zord.
They don't have the Lion Fire star.
Yeah, they didn't have it.
Ninja...
for the Zord,
the Ninja Redbot and Zord.
They didn't have that Zord. They didn't have that.
That
star
requires
either.
a star too. They don't have it anymore.
We only saw her collect the primary. So the problem was, wait a minute, what just happened here?
And that's where the episode kind of took a dive for me, because now I couldn't enjoy it anymore. I was like,
once he said it, it sapped all of it out of me, and I was like, oh.
You were doing so well!
I was so happy with this. Still, nonetheless, we did get a Christmas episode that was in canon.
It was.
We got to have a little fun. We got to see one of my favorite villains come back, but in a different way, because it's no longer Cat O'Clock, and now it's
Cleocatra.
Cleocatra. I'm still not crazy about the name, but I get it. So
Cleocatra.
All right, I get it. Yes, exactly. So I was still like, all right, fine, it's okay, it's cool, I'll deal with it. But then that part was like, it took me out. It took me out.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, guys, if you guys are really upset with us right now. There's a super chat. Is the super chat telling
Derek
me I'm a horrible
Kirby,
person?
that Mega Ranger line though, hashtag get it. Mega Ranger being Denji Sentai Mega Ranger
Yes.
from the Power Rangers in Space counterparts. Or if you want to get like kind of technical, Mega Force, Mega Ranger.
Yeah.
It could be either or. I mean, however you want to interpret it. But yeah. I'm sure that wasn't really the intention. It's like, I'm a Mega Ranger.
Well, who knows? I mean, Peter's over here dropping like dimes all the time, and like, yeah, exactly. So many things he does. The whole, I'm like, come on, man. So it can be anyone. Maybe they were just like, oh shoot, I get when Peter's doing it, I want to do one too. Maybe.
That's another thing we have to ask Peter. We need to make a list.
Yes, we do. Peter. I mean, I tend to incline to want to believe that maybe they're like, oh, let me throw this in. Throw this in. Because I want to.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I want to. It makes it so much better. But I mean, ultimately, what do you rate the episode?
4 out of 5. Because even though I did have problems with this episode, I appreciate that this wasn't just a complete throwaway episode. Like, you could totally skip this episode and you wouldn't miss anything.
True.
Because it's all time travel stuff.
Yep.
But on that note, it was a great throwaway episode. I genuinely enjoyed myself watching this. I was like, I kind of wish Ninja Steel was like this all the way through.
Time. See, and that's why you gave it a 4 and I'm giving it a 4.5. I know. But the reason I'm giving it a 4.5 is because 1, time travel. I love time travel.
Yeah.
2, you brought back Cataclock, but not really. I love it. That's my villain. 3, the reshoots. Because now it's not just a boring clip show.
Yes.
It's a clip show that they interact with the clips and do the reshoots. I am in. It was just like bow, 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 bow. So many things I enjoyed. And then there was the problem with you guys didn't get those stars. How do you have them? And that's why it kind of pulled back.
That's why it pulled it away. I was like,
But that's why it's getting a 4.5. They didn't have that one problem because the way they were handling her already out, without growing, I was like, oh, they'll kill her right here, and that will be it. They didn't want to do it. They had to go big.
Thinking about it, I kind of wish Sarah was the one to get big.
Yeah, because she did all of that.
It was her focus episode.
Yeah.
It probably just they didn't have the footage or whatever for it, or didn't want to shoot it for a Christmas episode. But I liked it.
I didn't. That's why I'm saying
we're missing one thing though.
Uh-oh.
Sarah's Christmas gift was Santa. That's why he was there.
Because hey, they're Rangers.
Just happen to know Santa.
Well, because they're Rangers. They're like mythical kind of heroes. Why wouldn't they happen to know a mythical gift giver that like does things for people? And it's Santa. Santa time travels. Santa travels through different dimensions, and it's possibly the Santa from like Dino Charge. It looks like it is. I think it is. I think it's the same Santa.
I think it's the same actor. But on that, I agree with you.
Okay.
I do. I don't like that it was just like, hey, we know Santa, I guess. I wish there was a little thing of like, maybe a small thing of like, hey, Redbot, can you see who you get in touch with? Santa? But Santa doesn't exist. Trust me. Santa exists. Something simple as that. I feel like that would have been just enough setup to just, yep, we know Santa because reasons.
There you go.
That's what I'm mad about because they just know Santa, and he took time out of his Christmas day to like, let's go, Pink Ranger. Let's just go around the world.
Well, why not when he's Santa? Santa can travel.
I get it. I know. That's why I'm not thinking super hard about it. But that was my issue, that they just happened to know Santa
what is
at that moment.
happening in the track? It has been going since.
I was going to... Okay, so... Kat, I'm giving this episode a 1.5. Did you watch this episode?
Whoa! Did you not hear what I... Time travel... the reshoots. I mean, come on. It's not just a basic clip show. It's not a basic clip show. You need to watch this over again and hear what we said and then go ahead and reevaluate. Kat? All right? I don't want to do this, okay? I don't want to shoot on you right now, all right? But I'm wearing a Close Enough wrestling shirt, so let's do this. Kat, what you need to do right now. Woo! What you need to do, Kat. Woo! What you need to do, Kat. You need to take yourself, go back and watch the episode. And when you do, think about all the things that we just said were so great about it. And then come back and tell us how good it was. Because it was good.
It was good. Daniel Romano, I have to agree with Kat on this one.
Are you guys soulless? What's happening here? Oh my gosh.
I personally don't agree, but I'm going to let
Gosh, man. 4.5 is what I gave it. It can probably be a 3. Okay, fine. Maybe a 2. But not a 1.
Speaking
maybe a 2.
Of 3, Derek Kirby gives us a 3.
Okay.
3 stars.
All right.
Jalen Glover gives it a 5.5. I'm assuming out of 10? Maybe?
Shout out to you, Jalen. You know what's up. It's not out of 10 anymore. Too late. So out of 5.
Yeah.
5.5. It's great.
Adam Miles, 3 out of 5. Jared Hodges, I give this a 4 because time traveling was back.
Thank you.
People call time traveling like a cheap gimmick to add into the shows. I don't think so. Especially if it's done right. I like it.
There you go. I think this guy gets it.
Let's see. I lost my play. Where'd it go? Oh, Super Samurai. Sorry, 3.5 stars.
Okay.
Probably out of 5. Thomas Franco, I'm gonna give it a 3 because I didn't see it. He
enjoyed our breakdown. He gave it a 3. That's good enough. Just on our breakdown alone. Yeah. I like that.
Edward Sanchez Productions, 4 out of 5 ninja stars.
Boom! Edward Sanchez approved. That's it. That counts. What else we got? Anybody else?
Larry Newbill gives it a 3.
Okay.
Ryan gives it a 6. I'm assuming out of 10.
Out of 10. Fine.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. I have the Craig Anderson. I have the episode recorded, but is the episode worth watching? Yes. I wouldn't give it super priority. Like, if you have other things that you're going to watch them first.
Look, you're going to watch it, you're going to give it a 2, but you're going to feel bad about giving it a 2, so you're only give it a 3. That's the answer. So go ahead and watch it.
It's a good episode. It's not a terrible episode.
It's a Christmas episode. What do you want?
It doesn't add anything. It doesn't take anything away, but it does make you wish that Ninja Steel was good this way through.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got to even see Victor and Monty just for a little bit, but I loved it.
Super Samurai. Ooh, Cat. Daniel said you can catch him outside, though.
Oh, yeah. Catch me outside, Cat. I'm telling you. Catch me outside. See what he did? Because it's all about cats, and you're a cat.
Funny Kid Comics, 5.5 out of 5.
Who's it, though?
Funny Kid Comics.
Congratulations. You are now my best friend. And what else?
Oops. 4.5 out of 5.
Okay, we're still good.
We're still good, yeah.
We're not best friends anymore, but whatever. I can give you dab. You're good.
But yeah, Daniel Romano is completely right. Time travel is about how it's used. It's not always a good thing. Well, yes, time travel, for me, sometimes makes things better. Mm-hmm. Mikey Perez hasn't watched the episode yet, and Jamail said also a 3, even though I was kind of hoping for a different synopsis to fix the Dino Supercharged ending.
I think that's why we're gonna just wait for the new season, man. So far seeing what they're playing with right now, hinting at some things, I think the way they're going to get the Steel back is going to be worth it. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for it. I mean, we've heard hints, we've been reading some things. I'm really excited for it. Trust me, guys, I have not actually been entertained by Power Rangers in a while. Yeah. I'm being honest.
No, yeah.
I watch it. I do.
That's what I mean.
But I have not really been entertained in a while.
Loyalty.
But from what I'm understanding and what I'm hearing and a lot of things that are just brewing, I'm really excited and entertained to see what's going to happen and how they're going to get them back. Because it feels like they wrote themselves into a corner, but they didn't. They did it on purpose. So it's going to be good. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys.
So we got last comment I'll hit before we talk about our little question that we got earlier.
Do our own little time travel,
yeah. Daniel Romano, I'll be buying Dan and Cat drinks because why not? We can hug it out.
I agree with that. Cat knows I love her. I just give her poop. We're both good. We're both good.
Okay.
I'm just saying, yeah, she's gonna come back. She's gonna have a comeback, and it's gonna be like, oh, I feel stupid now. She always does.
So, on our last stream, we had a question by Ishua Fairley.
Yeah, there you go.
Talking about the Ranger Cinematic Universe, as far as should they do a thing on the White Ranger, or should they skip it and go straight to Zeo? Now, this blasted his brain a little bit, and we started talking about this.
It spawned a new conversation, and it was really good. It was a good one. So I guess going into it, the thing is, it's like, well, would you skip the White Ranger and go straight to Zeo?
Okay. So what I was saying earlier was that we need a story on Green first, specifically because, as I said in the previous thing, I like the White Ranger better. I think he's a better Ranger all around, and I like his powers. I like the suit. I just like it better.
Yeah.
But in terms of if you were to make a movie, we need a Green Ranger first because he's just so pivotal to the story. He's the first Sixth Ranger. He was evil first, destroyed the Ranger, punched Trini out of
the moment I need.
Out of her seat. I know. I was waiting for that.
That's the moment I need. I just need the what? She took the hit. He was like, what's going on? And he just hit her in the face, and she just took the hit. Hit the console and fell off. And it was like, yes! I love it to this day. I can't stop.
Yeah, it's
my God.
He was a game changer.
He was.
You know? And that's the thing. You can't not have a film without him first. And if you do, it's gonna flop. Because you see the internet. That's the only Ranger people care about. Tommy is the only Ranger that people care about because it was like, well, to each their own. I honestly don't really care.
Right.
But if you talk to any other person, it's like, oh man, Tommy was the best. He was the Green Ranger. He was evil. It was like, man, he was awesome. Yeah, like that's their thing.
It's true. They do.
And if you skip that, you lose out on the entire public's approval because that's what they want. That's why Mighty Morphin is as strong as it is because that's the only season people remember.
I feel that it's important because the thing is, you want to delve into, and I've been saying this word a lot, but you want to delve into the Ranger mythos. And the best way to do it is by bringing us. You address Tommy, the Green Ranger, and by doing that, you get to talk about the Rangers before the Rangers that we know now, as far as in the cinematic universe, in the RCU. That's what I'm calling it. So in the RCU, Ranger Cinematic Universe. So in the RCU, we've got that right now, and that's what's happening, and that's our current timeline, right? And we want to know about hey, there had to be Rangers before, so we get to hint at that. And it would be dope because, we can do the whole Rita story and say how Rita was a Green Ranger, et cetera. And then from there, how she still has the power coin, but she can't utilize it. For some reason, it's blocked for her not to be able to use it. I'm giving you my pitch right now. Forget it. So she can't use it. Somehow the ability
Really quick, I'm going to stop you really quick. We have a super chat from Derek Kirby.
All right.
Wanted to let you know, Darrell, congrats on the prom day for PMC 2018. Thank you, man. Props, brother. Daniel, where you at?
Oh, don't worry. Soon.
It's coming.
I just know everybody's going to be jealous. That's all.
You remember the Zeo commercials? It's coming?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, why did you hate? God, man. Anyway,
back to your pitch.
So my pitch. Okay. So we get to go deal with the whole thing of Rita being a Ranger, and we get to see clips of her actually being a Ranger and working with some other Ranger that we don't really get to see too much, but we know he's there. It's the White Ranger, and it's Zordon. Just letting you know right off the bat. So then after that, we get little hints of that, and it's kind of spoiler, and it's touching into that. It's touching into that a little. And I'm thinking of a whole 3-story arc. And I was talking with JD, the producer, and he actually filled it in even better. Now it becomes a kind of a 3-story arc with a epilogue, which would be now the 4th one, which is kind of like them passing their powers on. But going into it, it would be where we get to see little touches of that, of flashbacks, finding out about Rita having the ability as well. It wouldn't be a power coin because it's not a power coin in the films anymore. But it would be
it's a coin stone.
It's a coin stone, yeah, right. So she has the green coin stone, and so now there's been some type of, I don't know if it's a curse or some kind of block that nullifies her ability to be the Ranger. So she's gonna go ahead and find her own. So that's what she kind of does. Still, blah blah yada yada. But this guy, she doesn't lie to him. She just kind of tries to convince him that, hey, you know what? Yeah, there are the Rangers, but maybe they're not all as good as they're supposed to be. Blah blah, etc. But she kind of convinces him to now become, part of her side, and he's kind of conflicted the whole way through. And then finally, ultimately, in the end, he realizes that, well, it makes no sense to be conflicted.
Right.
I should be, blah, blah. It can be a whole lot more than that, but it would give us a Green Ranger, so we get to see old school, them as far as a whole Ranger team that was before, and then the Ranger team now, so we see the contemporary. And then after that, we go into the White Ranger story, and the White Ranger would not be Tommy, it would be a completely different Ranger. That's what I think, and we get the whole touchback of how it used to be Zordon.
Yeah.
And then we get to see Zordon doing some kick-A stuff as a Ranger.
JD says Zordon can't be the White Ranger because he's the Red Ranger.
Oh, in the film he is the Red Ranger at one time, right? Oh, that's true.
I feel like he can switch.
Dang.
I feel like
I forgot about that. I feel like he could switch. But I don't know. Maybe we'll figure that out in the writing. Don't worry. We can knock this stuff out, guys. Saban, hey, I'm here.
I got you.
So that's my pitch. Do you have one?
So here's the thing. If we're going for a trilogy, as most movie franchises usually do, mine would probably go up to maybe the beginning of Zeo or the end of Zeo. Because Zeo, as we all know, didn't really have a definitive ending. It just kind of like ended. And it's like, let's go straight to Turbo. There's no reason for it, but let's do it. And so I feel like the movie could be a nice way to just like, that's it. That's the end. So so we have the first movie. The second movie, I feel like it has to be about green. It has to be about green, or it has to be about Tommy already being a part of the team, being green, and then something happens and he loses powers. So he goes the entire movie without powers, goes white, and boom. And then something happens maybe to the other Rangers, because as we know, we also replaced 3 of the Rangers, red, black, and yellow. So I don't know. I feel like that's a lot to throw into one film.
Right.
But if they want to add those points, I feel like that would be the movie to do it. In the next movie, they're getting the Zeo powers. Like, Tommy is already, like, white. He's in command of the team. We get to see him, like, actually be a leader. They hit, and they go to Zeo, and they end off the movie franchise with Zeo. I don't know if they started off already as Zeo, or they should be getting their Zeo powers. I'm not sure. But if I had my way, like the 6-movie thing that Saban initially wanted.
Oh, geez.
I would bring it up to the obviously Countdown to Destruction in Power Rangers in Space.
Smart.
With assuming the popularity is still there, we can have like a Force Awakens kind of thing with Lost Galaxy being a new movie.
Nice.
That kind of stuff. I think that would be awesome.
If I could just kind of retool mine a little bit.
Yeah.
My third one, it would be like, all right, now we have the Green Ranger. He's already changed and he's good. He's with them. He's Tommy, and that's all great. Then we have not a countdown to destruction, but a big worry because there is a prominent force coming. Since Zordon can't be the White Ranger, F it.
Yeah.
We've got a dimensional barrier that's been cracked and opened up, and guess who's coming in as the White Ranger? But they're going to be evil. You already know who I'm talking about. It's from Boom Comics right now.
Ah.
Who do we have? Prince
Lord.
what? Is it Lord or
Lord
Prince?
Dracon.
Boom.
Draken.
And he comes in and starts whooping, handing people stuff left and right, tearing through, and then it's the Rangers having to deal with Lord Draken, and just that would be great.
Yeah, see,
that's my whole trilogy.
The comics are already so popular that I feel like they would include Lord Draken, Draken, whatever.
Bring him in the third. It would be amazing.
I think that would be awesome, and it would be a nice way to promote the comics. Because honestly, if you go up to a lot of like just normies, I hate calling them that, but they really are. Yeah. Casual. If you go up to them and be like, "Oh man, are you reading the Power Ranger comics?" They're like, "There's a comic." They don't know it's a thing.
No, they don't.
If you make this thing and be like, "Oh, here's Lord Dracon in the movie," people are gonna be like, "Who's that?" And then the internet's gonna be like, "There's a comic book that you need to read, and he's in it, and he's awesome."
Sales for the comic book go up, volumes because now by then it will be in trades. Trades will go through the roof for the
And
sales.
if Saban is all about money, that's perfect. You not only are you boosting your movie franchise, you're boosting the TV series and the comic book series and Legacy Wars even.
That's right, because then you have a special release for the film now with them dressed in these new the RCU ones. Man, it's Everyone's making money, left over, hand over fist. Everyone's happy. Everyone's being addressed.
Yeah.
And now you have the comic fans going back in with the television fans, which are all connected now to the cinematic fans. Everyone's coming together.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Exactly. I think that should be, if we went that route, that should be the third movie. That should be the trilogy, the end all.
And what I want to do right now, this would be dope. In the comments, not in here in the chat, but in the comments, beat our pitch. We want you guys to pitch your own trilogy, going off of what we already have for our first Ranger film.
Yes.
And now continuing.
Now you
on.
just need the second movie and the third movie.
That's it. You guys can introduce the Green White Ranger. You guys can change it up and do another storyline.
Joe will read all of these.
Exactly.
Joe is going to read all of these. We're not going to. We'll just be judges. But Joe is going to read all of them.
Exactly. We'll do it like we did before. We're grading your pitch. So pitch us your 3-film arc. Now for the Rangers with the existing Ranger film that's already there, and you guys are creating the second and the third. That's what we want. Do it, do it, do it. Start thinking of them now, and then draft them up once we're done here, so you can put them in the comments. It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
I
would
wait,
love that,
because last time we asked you guys to pitch some stuff, you guys were amazing.
You guys had some great stuff.
This time, you guys will blow us out the water, and I need to see that.
Yes.
Come together, make it happen, guys.
Come
That's
together.
What
Together, we are more.
There you go.
Sorry, guys, I had to throw that in there. Okay,
beautiful.
Yeah, so I mean, ideally, what I would like, say you were to extend it to 6 movies, how would you do that? So mine would my third movie would probably be Zeo. They go to Zeo, and then that's it. And then the fourth movie would be, I don't know, it's the second team of Turbo Rangers already, and then they lose their powers in this giant battle in the beginning, and they go up into space and they get their space powers. Boom. And then the last 2 movies, I would love them to be a 2-parter of Countdown to Destruction, being all the Space Rangers fighting, and they ultimately lose, and then let's break the mold. Let's bring back past Rangers to help the fight.
Yep, that was what I was thinking. Good
just
job.
for this one big hurrah on the last movie. Because you know how a lot of movies have been doing that lately? How it's here's the last movie, but we're going to split it up into 2. Hunger Games did it, I think. And
Infinity War is doing it.
Infinity War is doing it. Harry Potter is doing it. That's what I mean. Turn that into a part 2. I think that would raise the stakes.
Because
awesome.
It's epic.
And it
would
give you time to talk, to really do the movie. Because for anyone, for any of this Ranger fan, Countdown to Destruction is, for a lot of us, is the pinnacle of that was the best finale. Because
I loved it.
Everything was on the line. Everything was on the line. And to bring that into a Hollywood budget on a 2-part scale, I feel that would blow our minds if it's done right. If it's done right, I'm gonna reiterate on that. But yeah, that's what I would ideally. And then again, if the popularity is still there, years later, we can hit Lost Galaxy, being years later after we're in a new galaxy now. I think that would be cool.
I would be so ready for that. Oh, that would be good. Oh God. Okay, I'm in. I'm in.
So how would you extend? Based on your knowledge of Rangers, how would you try to extend it to 6?
All right, so I've gone up to my third, and I've brought in Dracon, and then now he's gone. So now we're looking to deal with life after that. And I think the battle really should have kind of messed up a lot of things, especially for Earth itself. So now with that being the case, Earth is kind of almost in a weird kind of dystopian future. And in a dystopian future, I guess there's one place we can really go.
Dramatic.
Yeah, right? One place we can go, which is RPM. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Is that it? Is that it? I'm thinking that's where we go. And with RPM, we can go into so much concerning just the storyline with now them trying to rebuild everything. And now Earth being, in a way, just still a place where the villains can go to pull resources, and Earth's defense systems are down. They're thinking Earth is done. RPM is what's there to actually still protect and save the Earth. And we deal with a whole story arc for that whole film of just a new villain coming down to try to take resources from the Earth, leaving it depleted completely. And that's where the RPM team is there to defend. And then from there, we go into the next film, that would be 5, where now we get a whole issue where Earth is sending out a distress call, asking for help.
Okay.
And that's where space comes in. Space comes in, and these rangers from space come to work with the RPM people and work to try to save what's happening here. And then we turn that into a two-parter, so then we get the sixth. And the sixth one is where everyone is coming back and now working to finish and save Earth. And ultimately they do, but with that, when they do save Earth, all the powers are gone.
Yes.
And that's where the countdown destruction happens, and it's all finished in the end.
See, the thing that, like, the thing with my ultimate, like, 6-part series is that I'm trying to be true to what the fans want and stuff. But if I were to break that mold, I would totally go down your road.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I just wanted to break it.
I like breaking up the mold. It's like, okay, here's the basic Power Ranger story, blah, blah, blah. And now let's just go crazy.
Yeah.
I love that. You know, it gives everyone a chance to, like, be original.
Well, because the thing is, I don't want to tell a story that's already been told because you guys already know it. So
exactly.
What's the point? So I want to change it up a little, and then after I start changing it up a little, you're accepting what I'm doing. Now I can go crazy and create my own, still with the basis of things that you're familiar with. So it's like, now you've got a new story. Enjoy it. And once again, it's the RCU. It's not what we already know from our shows before. So it's different. That's all I want.
Oh yeah, totally.
That's all I want.
I think I was also thinking about it because you know how we're always talking about like how RPM is kind of like Go Busters in a way. I would love to see a movie version of maybe the Go Busters.
I was literally when I was pitching this and I was saying it, I was thinking of changing it
I
up
think that would
and
be
saying now we introduce Go Busters and then Q Ranger in the end when we go into space.
Like movie-esque versions. It's like, and so we don't have to technically adapt it. We have them now in the cinematic universe and in like this upped up scale,
yes.
And I think that'd be awesome. That would be really cool. The issue with yours, the issue is that people don't like original. They want what was there.
They want what was there, and they just want it with a bigger budget. And that I understand, and that's where people would hate me and say, "Well, you disrespected."
But I for one love that.
Yeah,
I love that originality.
I mean, hey, we did it for right now. We're seeing with the cinematic universe, the RCU right now. Okay, we know what you guys like, but we're changing up some things, and now they made it different. Why not continue? That's all I'm asking for. But that's my pitch, and
so let's go into comments really quick.
Yep.
Wow, I don't even know where I was. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Hey Darrel, Ranger color. If you could get cast, who would you? What color would you be and why? I said this on the last stream.
Yep.
I don't mind saying it again. I love answering this question. If I had my way, it would be red because red inspires me as a person and it inspires me to be what I want to be. I would be fine with any color if they were just like, hey, you're Power Ranger and you're yellow or something. You're green. I'd be okay. You know, I'm a Power Ranger. I'm not going to complain. It would upset me a little bit, but I'm not going to complain.
Nope.
If I had my way, red. Definitely red.
There you go.
Let's see. Super Samurai. Maybe we have the White Ranger be powered by Titanus, then the Tiger to match the dinosaur theme, then move to Zeo or the Alien Rangers first, then Zeo. I'm almost willing to say skip Alien Ranger.
Okay.
But powered by Titanus, I don't know if I'd go along with that.
Right? Why not?
I don't know. The White Tiger was just such a... In the film, they say all the Zords were powered by what was most powerful on the planet at the time. Okay. And if you were to like make a completely new Ranger from scratch, I would almost be willing to say Tiger. Tiger is probably one of the most badass animals that roam this planet. I mean, I'm sure there are like stronger animals, but a white tiger is just like, and especially in a lot of cultures, it's a symbol of purity and like strength, and it's great. And I think that would be cool. I don't know if we should pass it off to Titanus though, because Titanus technically isn't real. It was a Brachiosaurus, but you could like bring it up to a mythological creature or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, it's
a dragon. I don't know.
It's not too bad, but what I want to do, once again, like we asked in the comments when we're done, start thinking right now and branch that out. Make it a lot more, and give us a short pitch. Give us a good elevator pitch.
Oh, yeah.
And give us a good breakdown. Put it in those comments. I can't wait to read them next week.
Super Samurai. We definitely need a Time Force movie. I would love a Time Force movie.
Well, then now you need to go ahead and make a pitch for one.
Yes.
And you need to put it inside the comments. I'm loving it.
Yeah, so let's see. Proposals. Blackwing said... Or was it Blackwing? Oh, did we get his promposal video? He sent one in to us, apparently.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, we didn't get it.
If we can find it, resend it again, please.
Yeah.
What fan questions at that hashtag
Fan
show?
questions at that hashtag show.
.com.
And send it again. We'll go ahead and check it out, and it will be on next week.
Yes, definitely. Let's see. Jalen Glover, I'm going to send in my video for Angel Grove prom later on tonight.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good job.
Thank you so much, guys. Oh, man, I can't wait. Daniel Romano, any word on the live show? I know it was canceled. I wonder if Saban Brands is going bankrupt. Actually, that is news. I completely forgot about that. So do you know about that?
No.
So Power Rangers Live is supposed to be this live stage show.
Yeah.
This is a pretty popular thing in Japan for Super Sentai, and they have them all the time. This is not a new thing. But for Power Rangers, it is. And so when they announced this was, I wouldn't say it was huge, but it was a pretty big deal for people in the Ranger community, because now we can go to these stage shows and watch, like, Power Rangers on ice, on stage, you know?
Didn't they? Well, they did it years ago.
I think they did it years ago. So
there's
that's why.
There's the moment where Joe actually, when we were kids, Joe got to meet the Rangers.
Really?
It was at Universal Studios, and they did a whole thing where they showed up, and it was the basis of Rangers Live, where they showed up, and it was just like, you were supposed to just see them on stage, and they're just supposed to say hello, and then probably sign some things, and then all of a sudden, apparently, they started setting it up, and it was like, all right, you guys are going to do a little fight, you're going to do a little this, you're going to do that, and then here's the script, and then it became bigger, and then when they got to Universal Studios, it was Rangers Live, and it was amazing, and this was, oh God, this was in the 90s, it was possibly one of the biggest things, the best things I ever saw.
I want to hear this. I'm sure other people. What was Joe's initial reaction to all of this? Like,
scream, yell. It was, man, I was screaming, I was yelling. It was big. And to know that, and it's weird.
Young Joe.
It's weird. I always say this, and Joe never really sees it this way, but it's weird to know that now, oh my God, I hang out with Steven. I hang out with Walter. I hang out with, I hang out with these guys. And back then, in the 90s, as a kid, I was at Universal Studios losing my mind when they were on stage. Mm-hmm. And they were doing kicks, flips, and everything like that. Putties came up and they knocked them down and all that. It was like Joe lost his mind. Dude, I've never seen Joe fanboy out as much as I did on that day. You guys, Joe will tell you the story.
See if you can find footage of this.
I don't think we do. I don't think we had it.
A super chat thing for this.
I don't think we had it, but I just want to hear Joe tell the story. It was that good. And when he tells it, guys, it's like you're there. You hear it and everything. You can smell the popcorn and everything. It was that good.
So the thing with this is that this was supposed to be a live stage show that everybody was supposed to be was really hyped for, and then all of a sudden it got canceled and got postponed to not 2018, 2019.
What?
So it got pushed back 2 years, and I'm not entirely sure why. There's no official reason, but everybody that bought tickets already got an email saying, hey, so we're refunding you the money, and we're postponing the show.
Now, see, I wonder if it because the whole Marvel Live show that they're doing.
Oh, that's right.
And I wonder if that was like, well, it's a level of competition, and the places they're going to be at are places that would make sense for us to be, and we're not just going to follow them after a week after. So forget it. We'll just wait till they're done, because I know that Marvel Live is going to go to Europe, and once they do, we'll show up here. That could be it.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, there's only so many reasons. Actually, I'm going to talk to Joe and see if we can get, like, a story.
A story, yeah.
We'll see. Because that is news that I have been curious about that I completely forgot. The next Power Rangers movie, the Animals, the next Power Ranger movie needs to be some Crisis on Earth X treatment.
Ooh.
Everyone likes the idea of the RPM thing. Daniel Romano, RPM was already kind of cinematic. Not disagreeing, though.
Right. I definitely understand. I agree with you. It was.
Yeah. Let's see. Darrel equals genius. # together we are more.
They get it. I love it. I love that. I love that. Oh, man.
Yeah, Blackwing says, it's probably because Marvel beat them to the punch with their show. And that could be it. Daniel Romano said, I went to the live show as a kid. I still have a pic from it. If you have it, please post it. I would love to see
definitely.
it. Because honestly, I don't remember, like...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You know?
I wasn't spoiled as a kid as far as, like, I wanted to see... I didn't see any of the Ranger movies in theaters. I didn't get to. I didn't see the new Power Ranger movie in theaters until recently because the TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood had a special premiere of it. And I saw it there. I was like, this is amazing. Oh my God.
It's something to see it on the big screen versus, okay, hey, I'm watching it at home. Oh, man.
Yeah, I missed the Turbo movie. I missed the original movie. Oh. I saw the new movie, obviously, in theaters. I saw that 6 times. But
it's worth it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
I mean, everyone is talking about, like, the Rangers, the live show and stuff like that. It's cool. It was a lot of fun.
I would go.
Yeah.
I would go. I mean, I think, you know what, I don't want to just run everything into the ground. I think we've gone as far as we should go right now. Mm-hmm. I think now's a good time to say thank you guys for watching and just kind of, kind of wax off and be chill.
Yeah.
Remember, you guys have pitches. You guys are already
you
discussing them. So, yeah, you guys got homework. Go ahead and create your pitch. Go in the comments and put them up because, trust me, we will read them next week and we will judge them next week.
Yes.
And not judge them as far as pick you guys apart, but kind of just like how we did before when Joe was doing it.
Right.
Like an American Idol kind of thing. Like, oh, man, I do like this pitch. This was a good pitch. And maybe this was a good one, blah, blah. And you know what? We'll go over them. We'll kind of help you guys out and say maybe you can tweak this or do that, blah blah, yada yada. And ultimately, in the end, if you'd like to, we can work helping you guys with creating a fan fiction. And maybe I think if we have something around the studio, we'll figure out who we thought was best and we'll send you something.
Yeah. No, totally. Yeah.
We'll figure out who had the best one and we'll send you guys something.
Also, guys, we might actually have, because Joe has been hinting at this, we might get like Hyperforce members here. So if you have questions for them, please send to fanquestions@thathashtagshow.com.
That's right.
Fanquestions@thathashtagshow.com. I think that's going to be in the description below or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Christmas episode. It's not Christmas yet, but, you know, Merry Christmas.
There you go. Merry Christmas. And with that, I want to say, well, make it a merry, more phenomenal Christmas. Because I'm cheesy. And with that being it, I want to say thank you guys for watching. Darrel, where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Darrel J. Delphin. You guys can find me on every Saturday here on Ranger Wrap Up and Henshin Hangout. All the video games and anime that I voice for. And yeah, I'm out and about. Always, just shoot me a message and we can talk. Comment. I don't know. I'm really bad at responding to those guys. I'm gonna be
it's all right.
Honest.
It's all right. It's fine. So am I. It's fine. You can find me on Instagram at Battlestar Galactica, best name on the internet, and on Twitter at #BSG. If you're looking for me on Facebook, just type in Battlestar Galactica. You'll find me there as well. I'm not friending anyone on my personal page. That's what I'm telling you. Find me on Battlestar Galactica on Facebook. Not being rude. It's just the way I am. Anyway. With that, you can find me on Saturdays here on Henshin Hangout. You can find me on Thursdays with DC's Watchtower.
Yes.
And you can find me on Wednesdays for Gingerdale, which is our Riverdale after show. Mm-hmm. Besides that, I mean, just stay tuned to that hashtag show.
That's right. Really quick, I'm also on Pop Culture Renegades Talk for Kamen Rider Corner every Sunday. I believe we're going live tomorrow. We've confirmed with our producer, 3 o'clock. So, yes. Well, confirmed, quote unquote. We're going to try and be live at 3 or 4 tomorrow. So, hopefully that happens. But with that said, ending it off now, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture. We'll catch you guys later. Peace!